Hello and welcome to my Classic Mini crib. Right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. This is the Classic Mini workshop that will now be where Simpson's Classics does most of its clean and dry work in. This is a 4-car but potentially 8-car garage. It has got one swanky kitchen area, even has a toilet. Not that you need to see it, but there's a toilet. So this is where Simpson's Classics will now work out from. I'll do you a quick tour. Drop in the comments anything you want to know about the place. It's not quite finished, but me and Mrs. S have kind of smashed it out in a day and a half to get it looking quite presentable. And I think you're gonna, number one, you're gonna notice the lighting is awesome. Filming is gonna be a lot nicer in here. A few things to note before we get properly stuck into walking around here. I can't really weld and grind in here, so this is gonna stay as a nice, clean, workable space. And in theory, it should be quite a good place to film as well, in the sense that I'm not getting wet, I'm not getting any like outside noises or anything like that. It should be quite nice in here. There's a few things you're gonna notice from the barn. One thing I will go through, let's just work out what cars are in here. So we've obviously got this incredibly dirty mini sidewalk because it hasn't been washed whatsoever. It's just been moved. So you know about that one. A few people thought I'd sold Harry the minivan. No, it's still very much with us. It's still there. Gary, we ran out of time, didn't get it painted, but we're in the process of chatting to someone else to do a bit of a collaboration and to get it painted in the new year, which would be awesome. If we can work that out, absolutely great. And obviously Jerry, you know, ran and drove, and in theory, could have ran and drove to the workshop here, but didn't. We traded it because it's not insured currently. So, let's get stuck into the features of this place. What have we got going on in here? We've got the rest of the racking and the shelving. Obviously we couldn't fit it all in, but like mentioned in the previous video, I was housing other people's stuff. No longer have to do that. If you'd seen the previous video, I did a bit of a video of the move and stuff going on. It was incredibly stressful, a bit sad because it was a big, nice, beautiful barn, but I do think this is better for us. This is better for me and Mrs. S, this is better for the cars. This is a nice, clean, dry environment. I can put the heating on. It's like having a home for my cars, literally. So over here we've got all polishes and cleaners and stuff like that. Toolbox, banner from Gimme Fuel Garage. Nick, thank you very much for that. That's up in the pride of place. Obviously we've got our sponsors Minimine. Check them out in the link description below. Discount code now for 10% off when you spend £15 or more on their eBay store. Trust me, I'm going to be bringing a lot more Minimine parts into this building because I can now do all my dry work in here. Whiteboard, tidy workshop, tick. That's that done. We made this bit of a makeshift kind of bench just to use up some more wood, which is awesome. Racked out for the parts. A lot of this will disappear like when the 89 gets built, when the van gets built and stuff like that. And then over here we've got kind of new fragile parts. So this is kind of the new part shelf, and then we've got bits and pieces just dotted around. The noise in the background you can hear is Shop Dog. She's yeah, this car is very dirty. Yes, I know, very dirty. So what is the aim of this base? This is basically going to be a good filming studio, but also somewhere where I can get all that mechanical work done that I don't want to get wet on the driveway doing. So if you've seen the previous video, all the welding work's getting done at home now. I have been told I can weld and grind in here, but really it's not advised. It has got a wood ceiling and stuff like that. It is actually a house. This is a house for Classic Minis. The landlord is very, very kindly, you see these lovely armoured security doors. They were actually wide enough to put the Amazon in here. So when the Amazon runs and drives, the Amazon is going to come in and live here as well. And that is the plan. Loads of the signs up, some that subscribers have given me that I didn't get a chance to put up. They're all now up and look really good. And I think it's a nice little place. Things that I do like about this place, which are a lot better than the others, we've got like safety stuff. So even though we're not welding grinding, we've got a bench grinder, stuff could happen. I could get really angry with a bolt and set fire to it. We've got a fire blanket there. And because it's landlord kind of owned, we've got a whole like fire system here that gets serviced every year and stuff like that. So this is a lot better for everyone. The cars are kind of sat this way because I kind of divided it from a workshop to another workshop. It might not stay like that. Cars move around. Like this is going to come out a lot more. I think the cars can come out a lot more in the new year. Like I say, Gary the 89 is hopefully going to go off the paint, or potentially we could actually make a booth in here, but I really don't want to do that. It's just a lot of faff, but I would like to be involved with the paint stage, so we'll just see how we get on with that. One thing I would love to point out is Ian Campbell. So these pictures are commissioned and stuff, and he sent me one for the new workshop, and I think you can truly see that it's actually stunning. I've got a lovely frame for it, and it's mounted pride of place when I walk in. Round here, we've got kind of another area which isn't quite finished. We kind of just shove stuff away here. Mrs S is kind of set up working and doing actual like work while I work, I guess. So she's doing that, but she's got her area. Excuse the engine crane, sorry Mrs S. But she's got her area where she can do all her chairs and furniture and stuff that she likes to do, and all the tooling's here to do it now. And then the idea is here that I've got a clean area, although the whole area is clean. I can now crack on with this, which is well, that's going in the bin because that's rubbish. But the Amazon engine now I can actually start getting on with. Jackman's donated on loan an engine stand, so we can actually get it all set up. We can get working on it. All the bits and pieces are under the bench for it. Gearbox is over there. And basically I'm going to get some mates over, get a second opinion on this, and we're going to get this shipped off for machining. And then we're going to do the engine build ourselves. I don't know how that's going to go. I've never done an engine build before, but we're going to get stuck in with it. We're going to get a few more pictures and bits and pieces on the wall. We've got this really cool thing that my father-in-law got us, upside down. The Longwind GT, which I've actually got to see the real one, which is awesome. So that will be going up on the wall, and then we've got a real nice Motul sign there. What do you think? What do you want to see from this place? I truly think it's the right thing to do for Simpson's Classics. I think it's what we needed. We needed a nice dry storage area for the cars that we can close the door, not necessarily come down or do anything, but it's just a real nice clean place to work. So let's go back over to the workshop area and discuss the first cars that are going to get a bit of attention in here. So back in my little work area, how cool would it be to got just a little scissor lamp just to lift it up. I know Frost sell them, so maybe Frost can get on board with that. You might notice the Frost banner isn't up. That is purely, that is not because anyone's fallen out. I can't fit it on the walls. The walls aren't that big. I've got loads of lovely windows and stuff like that. So we will get another banner potentially and put that up. But the plan is for the cars in here. So the sidewalk is sat here because it's basically the running driving car as well as the clubman. So these two can get out nice and easily. The plan is, first of all, I've got a car booked in at Bingley. It was originally this one, but I'm going to potentially have the conversation. I'd love to take that one. No one really gets to see this car. It's been off the road for 6 or so months while we had that irritating fuel problem. I've now sorted that, so I can, in here, I can pull the glass out the back, I can do all the windowsills I want to do, we can finish off all the servicing work, we can run through the suspension. Hello Luna. We can run through all the suspension and we can get that actually out on the road. So I'd love to use these two more, but not use this one as much. This one's going to Germany next year. So preparation for Germany, there is quite a lot of parts on the footwell there that I've been collecting. And I want to get them fitted in the car. We've got a front end overhaul to do, and we're toying with the idea of doing a gearbox on it, potentially. I don't know, it depends if funds allow. I want to make this work, and that's more important to me. The car still drives, it doesn't jump out of gears, it's just a bit noisy, always has been. So we're going to do all the suspension stuff at least, and we're going to do some interior mods on this and change some stuff. So both of these cars are kind of in the working area with all their parts kicking about because I want to crack on with them. that is the plan. So while I've got you guys, that's what we're going to do with the cars in here. The 89s are hopefully accounted for next year. These two are going to get up and running. The van is sat there. The van isn't forgotten. Now, the reason I've done what I've done with the channel, not getting rid of other people's cars, I purely had them because I needed, number one, I felt like I needed some different variation of content, but also I had a massive rent to pay on that building. This one hopefully is a little bit more manageable. We've split everything up and the cars at home will get welded up. So first off at home is James's. So James's little mini Mayfair, we're going to weld that up, get that out for paint. Pete's dad's MPI, we'll weld it up, get that out for paint. And then the idea is we can build the Amazon engine, which is over there in our engine building area. And we're going to get that Amazon engine back home and we're going to try and drive the Amazon here. Now obviously we're miles away from that. I need to do all the welding, I need to make it road legal. But the idea of the Amazon is I'd love to drive it even as it looks now. I'd love to bring it here, I'd love to have it actually on the road. I can now do that because I can work here. I'm in the middle of nowhere, I'm not making any noise to anyone. No one's going to get angry at what I'm doing in here. And it's a real nice filming area, I hope you agree. So, if you haven't already, remember to subscribe to the channel because I need you guys to help support this as well. I know so many of you sent so many heartwarming messages. I can't thank you enough. Things have been hard, they've been hard for everyone. Obviously we went through COVID and stuff like that, but this year in particular for me it's just been difficult. I opened up a little bit and people respected the fact that I opened up. It wasn't easy, but I felt like it was needed and loads of people respected that. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I still have, I think 69%, 68% of people not subscribed to the channel. Please do that and give this video a thumbs up. And please drop in the comments, what do you think? Yes, cars are split up. Yes, I'm going to get wet at home welding and grinding again, but it's for the greater good because eventually everything can come here and live here. And it's going to be a lot more manageable for the channel. And I feel like content can be better and ramped up a bit more because everything's just nicer in here. The lighting's better, the sounding's better in here. And I don't have to move stuff around to get to stuff. Everything is where I want it to be. All my tools are where I need them to be. So, I will catch you soon, guys, in the next episode when we get either working on this one or this one to get it ready for Bingley Hall. Drop in the comments also which one you prefer to see. My money's on the Clubman because it's just cool as hell. No one gets to see it and it's a fun thing to own. So, catch you next one, guys, when we get Classic Mini maintenance done, finally, in our little Classic Mini home. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next one.